Africa 2025.
First up, President Cyril Ramaphosa will participate in the CEO City Cleanup Partnership program in Kliptown in Soweto at the Walter Sisulu Square. This happens today. SABC News reporter Samkele Maseko joins us now for more. So Sam, a lot of cleaning up is going to be happening there, where we see leaders of business and other stakeholders come together to say, hey, we're cleaning up our communities.
Indeed, Mkolisi, business leaders are going to be accompanying President Ramaphosa in signing pledges in trying to fix this particular precinct. There's just a bit of a noise in my ear. It was a bit faint there to hear you, and it seemingly looks like the president will come out of the venue, go up and fix this particular precinct. But I'm going to bring in the spokesperson of the Gauteng Provincial Government, Mr. Elijah Mhlanga, just to essentially speak on the collaboration Gauteng and the municipalities are having with the private sector. A very important event, cleaning up this particular precinct, business coming up to the fore. How are you overseeing these processes as a province of Gauteng on the municipality of Johannesburg?
Well, it's not just the municipality of Johannesburg. We've coordinated all our municipalities, all 11 of them in the province, to embark on a clean-up campaign. We're mobilizing communities as well to take responsibility for their own environments. We're saying don't litter everywhere because it will affect your health. It also affects the quality of life where you are. And it's also unhealthy. It's unhygienic. So we are saying we need to send a message. Everyone must get involved. It's our business, all of us, from CEOs of corporates to ordinary South Africans. So we are saying let's come together, work on this initiative of cleaning and then beautifying our environment.
Looking at the province of Gauteng and the myriad of issues, particularly the traffic lights that have been not working, street lights that have not been working, how far are you in resolving that particular crisis? For instance, if you come out of the airport or Tambo heading towards the Kulilis interchange, that particular stretch on that particular freeway, the street lights were not working.
We've been fixing traffic signals, and we've also been fixing our street lights. We would have seen that there are workers on our highways, starting with the highways, fixing street lights because we want there to be good lighting for people's security. We're also fixing traffic signals which are causing traffic congestion. But the problem is that when we fix, some people come vandalize, and that becomes a setback in terms of the investment that we are making. So we're appealing to South Africans, especially those citizens who are in Gauteng, to please take care of the resources that we are putting in place to make sure that we improve the quality of life of all the people who reside and work in Gauteng province. We'll continue to make the investment. It's something that the Premier has said we are going to sustain even beyond G20. We always wanted to work in this way, except that the G20 has helped us to better coordinate service delivery programs.
When you're looking at this particular investment, how sure are you that you can ensure South Africans and the residents of Gauteng that these street lights will be working beyond the G20 Summit at the end of the month?
Maintenance is very important, and that's what we are working on right now. We are saying that whatever that we've been able to upgrade in this short space of time, we need to make sure that it stays in its place. We need to ensure that everyone that's responsible for using it, we take care of it, because the other reason that we have traffic signals that are not working is vehicle accidents. So people need to drive carefully and make sure that we obey all the rules of the road and that we take care of ourselves, because it's also a cost to the economy if people are causing accidents, especially those that are avoidable. So don't use a mobile phone when you're driving, and that way we'll be able to preserve our environment. But in terms of the maintenance of our infrastructure, we'll continue to do that. We just appeal to South Africans as well to not steal, because it's the theft that is causing problems. People are stealing the metal, people are stealing the wires and cables, and we find them in the scrap metal dealers. Unfortunately, the police have to beef up the work in that area, because we feel that the scrap metal industry has a role to play in terms of helping us to curb this particular scourge, which is costing our economy.
On the issues pertaining to the traffic wardens, there were reports that over 243 million rands later, these traffic wardens cannot be absorbed by other departments and they will ultimately lose their jobs. What's the status of those particular traffic wardens, looking that it was a scheme that was pulled up together to try and alleviate poverty, unemployment and underdevelopment in certain quarters of the province?
No, that's a misinformed article. I mean, I saw that article and I read it. There's no basis for that. We have a report from the public protector who has given us different timelines for us to rectify the situation regarding the traffic wardens. We are working according to that timeline given by the public protector. We believe that in no time we'll be able to resolve all the issues. The Premier has said this and indicated once again that no one will lose their jobs in terms of those traffic wardens. All of them, their jobs are secure. This was budgeted for. We'll proceed with the program of retraining them, making sure that we'll reposition them and absorbing them into fully fledged traffic, Gauteng traffic officers. Those that qualify there. Others, we are grateful that the Border Management Authority has taken them. They're being trained as immigration officers. Others are going to be taken to municipalities as bylaw enforcement officers. So we're working with all the departments that the public protector said we need to work with, justice, the police, RTMC, and everyone else to make sure that we regularize the issue of the traffic warden. So that article has no basis in truth.
But the funding for these particular employees, as they're going to various departments and other state entities, where will the funding come from? The funding is there. Whoever is taking them will have to pay them. In the meantime, we'll take care of those that we have in our books. Speaking about jobs, is Panyaza Lesufi, the Premier, keeping his job today, or is he losing his job? No, his job is safe. I mean, this is another publicity stunt by the Democratic Alliance, which is actually a waste of time. We could be doing other things, but unfortunately we have to find ourselves in the Gauteng Provincial Legislature this morning to go through the motions, but we know that it's going to fail. In all other attempts previously, it was fruitless, basically, because they didn't achieve whatever they wanted to achieve. It will be the same again this morning, and we're very confident of that. Thank you very much, Mr. Elijah Mhlanga, was the spokesperson of the Gauteng Provincial Government who works with Premier Panyaza Lesufi. President Cyril Ramaphosa will be coming from my right-hand side at this point in time. Tabiso Rabakwana is showing you those visuals, and he will be going up adjacent to the lighthouse on my left-hand side, where he will ultimately plant a tree and also sign a pledge with the various CEOs that are here in order to uplift this particular precinct.
All right, Samkele Maseko is our reporter watching that story for us out there in Kliptown. And as you heard there, he was just painting a picture for us as to what is likely to come out of those cleanup efforts today, which have brought together the various stakeholders who will also be joined by President Cyril Ramaphosa there in all of those efforts to try and clean up the community there.